How much do you guys focus on the last this past, I guess, today at practice, the last 13 minutes of this last Syracuse game?
Of the last time we played them, how much did we focus? A lot. I mean, that's pretty much all of the good they did in that game was right there in that last little bit. So that means a lot, and trying to make that not happen again would be awesome.
What can you do to prevent that?
Be smarter with our decisions. Very controllable things. Just be smarter with the ball. Limit turnovers.
Like conversely, the first 27 minutes, what did you guys do so well to have that success against Syracuse?
Play like Pitt. Play like Pitt. We didn't do anything necessarily special. We stuck to the game plan, and we took care of the ball.
Do you think there's a big difference between the team that you were on that night versus the team that you are now?
We know each other better for sure, but no.
When you look back to that game, I mean, you had the big steal at the end there. That was the first time you guys were able to really get a big stop when you needed it this season. Do you think that was kind of like a milestone moment for this group, like with your first close victory?
Yeah, it was. Every one of these wins are hard fought, and you're never gonna forget none of these wins. So yeah, it's definitely something we won't forget.
You're a crowd guy. You have a full house on Saturday. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, super excited about that. It's always great to have a packed home crowd.
Like 5 of your teammates are going to senior night. What does that group you think mean to this program?
Everything. I mean, they mean everything they do. You see it yourself. I don't really have to say it. You've seen it all year from all of our seniors. They put it on the line, and they're going to put it on the line on Saturday.
You put a bunch of guys together, playing together for the first time. Sometimes it'll mesh, and sometimes it won't. What do you think has made this team and this group mesh as well as it has?
The will to win and do something special, something different. I don't want to say different. Different's a bad word, but just do something special pertaining to winning. And I think everybody's been on the same exact wavelength as far as that feeling. I think that's what's made us mesh, although we're new.
You just said about being on the same wavelength. I feel like your coach has mentioned things along that line a bunch of times this year. How unique is that? You've been on a couple of different teams. How unique is it to have really everybody focused on that same goal?
It's unique. It's unique. I wouldn't say it's unique, but what it is something that's in common with all teams in college basketball that win. All teams in college basketball that win, 90% of those teams are on the same wavelength and on the same page all the time. So that's what that is.
Were you guys determined to reverse what had happened here before you got here this season, to turn things around?
And to be 1,000% honest with you, I've heard a lot about what has happened. I have no idea what has happened. I never did any research on it. I never did any digging back or anything. I've heard, a little bit. I don't even understand the last couple years for this program. I really don't. I've never looked into it.
Jeff Cable told us that he was going to make sure there was more emphasis on defense and going back to the basics for you guys. How did you feel about how you took on that practice and how the team took on the challenge of what he was trying to get through to you guys?
Yeah, do it with energy, do it with passion, and treat it like this is the last couple games, which it is. So there's two ways you can look at that. This could be the last couple games and just try to fight through it, or you should run through the finish line. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to take it on head on, embrace all these moments.
How do you feel about playing against zone? Do you prefer man? Are you okay with zone? Does it not matter to you?
I love playing basketball. Hey, it doesn't matter what's going on.
When you look at the way that you guys are playing right now and the way that Syracuse is playing, what's the biggest challenge that they pose to you guys in your mind?
I don't know. I would have to look at some recent film. I don't really know about anything though.
Do you think you'll get emotional on the game with saying bye to this, or not bye to the seniors, but them being honored?
I get emotional every game, so probably, but probably.
It got a little chippy the last time you guys played Syracuse. That's something that you guys keep in mind or talk about leading into games. Like, hey, let's watch for those type of moments and to control that.
To be totally honest, I don't remember it getting chippy. When did it get chippy?
Wasn't there a time during the game when, I think, late in the game, it was by a sideline on a loose ball, where there was some push. I didn't get crazy. It was just there were some tempers, obviously, you know, guys being passionate in the moment.
Maybe. I swear I really don't remember.
Like that.
Every game for one.
That Syracuse game, I believe, was the first time John kind of sat out, and Fetty really took over as the primary big man option. How have you seen him grow since that first game?
Yeah, he's still growing. So, I mean, I really can't give you an answer on Fetty's growth until it's done, you know what I mean? But he's still growing in front of our eyes, and he's been doing a great job.
What's it been like to watch him go through that growth? You guys came here together on the same visit, right?
Yeah.
So what's it been like to see him, take these steps and take on such a bigger role and make this progress?
Super happy for him. That's all I can really be. Just like I said, just like I treat everybody else. Like, it's great, but once you show us that, now we're gonna hold you to that standard. So we're trying to push him past whatever levels he think he has, or whatever ceiling we've seen. We're trying to push him past it.
Thanks, guys.
All right.